Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Hello guys, and welcome to a new Broken Arrow video today by me, Vulcan. In this one I'm going to be jumping into one of the single player missions available in this press only build. Apologies if you guys don't get to play, but hopefully I'll do a good job showing this off to you guys before release in June. We're going to be playing the Airbase Heist mission here. Let's go ahead and launch. Do bear in mind what you see today is a work in progress and therefore subject to change. Special tactics teams have located the anti-air missiles around the airfield. S-300 and anti-aircraft guns can intercept missiles when their radar is active. The recommended course of action is to approach from low altitude to send a high number of seed planes at once to overwhelm them. Alright, let's go ahead and grab our aircraft. We'll whack it on the hard difficulty, of course. And we'll grab these F-16 CJs. Just get plenty of them in. We can always sell them afterwards. We'll make sure that they drop altitude. Nice, that's the first locked out with. Okay. Oh, we might even take out a helicopter there. Very nice. So we've got 4 left in this F-16, but no more radar emission detected. Alright, job done. That was relatively simple. Didn't lose a plane. That's nice. To airdrop troops, select the cargo plane in the reinforcements. Load it with infantry and airdroppable vehicles. Cargo planes automatically airdrop troops when you call them. You can also give the order manually if you want the plane to arrive from a different direction. Cool. Alright, let's just go ahead and do that. And we need to capture the control tower at the end of the runway. So let's choose our Hercules here. And we'll first drop in a Sheridan with some recon. So these special tactics teams are our recon in this case. We do also have Humvees with recon. That's nice. We'll just set up, I think, probably the special tactics team first, and then we can maybe bring in a couple grenade launcher teams behind. Bring in another one with another Sheridan. We'll bring in the Humvee as well, and then maybe some airborne just to push up through these trees on the left side here. Get to see these come in and drop. There they are. Tell that to go home. Very cool. Oh, there is an Mi-35. The special tactics teams should have that covered. They do have AA. Just smoked the Sheridan. Oh, didn't manage to do that in time. That's okay. Alrighty, so these airborne, we're going to have pushed through the trees here. The grenade launch teams can just move up to this tree line at the end of the runway. We'll have the recon go with those. Special tactics teams can carry on as well. Let's get some more units in. We'll probably need more AA if they're going to keep using helicopters. So we'll bring in the special tactics team and an Avenger. Another Sheridan. Maybe just some supply just to finish off on that one. Oh, we are going to have to back it up with this Humvee because that grenade launcher is pretty sketchy. We can hit the supply there. That will help do some extra damage to the grenade launcher squad. Always looks really cool when you hit a supply dump in this game. Yeah, we're going to have a second Sheridan. Sheridan's really decent against infantry, honestly, because its HE does a lot of damage. It do take a reasonable amount of time to reload, that's for sure. we're just putting together a nice amount of troops, nice supportive network. Let's get a couple Humvee Toad 2s, and then we'll do maybe a couple weapon squads as well. It's not a bad idea. Quite expensive though. We'll do weapons teams and grenade launcher squads. Just bring in that. I'll also probably want to bring in some more supply shortly. That is a recoilless rifle. I'm going to send one of the special tactics teams with the airborne. I'll have one that just moves up the side of the airfield here. One can head towards the objective. We'll start pushing forwards a bit more with the grenade launchers. We'll get the Humvee up so we have recon. We also have recon from this drone that we brought in, the RQ-7. Alright, let's just have these grenade launchers fall back. Okay, not sure there's too much more there. Let's just move the Humvee up at the runway here, or on the right hand side. What a Strauki getting spotted. I'm gonna get absolutely slammed by those Sheridans. Let's just get more Sheridans in. It'll be pretty useful here. We also get some lavs. We'll do another Sheridan with a bunch of supply. We'll drop that, say, up here. Maybe a bit close. Let's continue with the airborne up the side of the airfield. I don't think we're seeing anything here, so the special tactics team should just be able to run in there. The drone probably would have seen them. Alright, let's make sure we're engaging from cover. Nice thing in this situation is we are basically killing this from out of range because the airborne have longer range than the Monostrauki. Our objective now is to kill these Su-22s before they take off. They're coming down the runway there. Getting blown to pieces by the Sheridans. There's no way they're going to get on the runway. Okay, let's have that grenade launcher team run away. Cool, job done. Our position is now identified. Establish defensive positions, but as soon as you have the occasion, push out towards the middle of the runway and take control of the buildings there. Okay. We now have access to strike planes as well, so I'll be using them shortly. All of these might as well just go and use the supply over here. We're going to capture that supply. We might do. Ooh. What's that? It's just like artillery smacking my Humvees about. Very rude. Okay. Let's just make sure we get rid of those. We do have F-35 with JDAMs. Let's just mark them. Right. Only has one JDAM, so we'll go low. Afterburn. Get out of there soon after. Not sure if we'll hit the second one. The second one's right next to it. Goes one. And we'll have to bring in another to kill the second. I can leave a Sheridan here just to stop any infantry from pushing into that point. Just drop this one further to the right. Again, we'll just do afterburn. Let's just make sure we're getting cover. We should have checked if I killed that. Okay, we could put a weapon squad in here as well. There's a bunch of stuff coming down the runway there. Just get these into cover. I think that grenade launch team's dead. Ooh, it hits our supply. Oh, a Thunderbolt could be fun here. that's for sure. Let's go and strafing run these guys. Could actually bring in 2 of them. Oh, that's... I was going to say we need to get the other unit out of there. Oh, here goes the Thunderbolt. The drone got shot down very easily. Oh, beautiful.
I'm the ultimate ground pounder.
Nice strafing run there. All the ZU though on the side. Might get killed by the grenade launcher. Yeah, we're good. Nice. Okay. But what we can do is maybe just take out this Medusa. What I'll also do is bring up some more troops, of course. Let's get some lavs in, and maybe some more Humvees with tows. And then we'll do another lav with, I don't know, maybe some airborne to push the right-hand side here.
I know you want to see that gun in action.
Perfect.
Copy. Bugging
We'll have that leave. So the barracks is a secondary objective. Clearing the runway is the main objective. So we'll just carry on up here with our airborne. We'll make sure they're on attack move orders so they don't just keep walking if they're getting shot at. We can use that supply to fix up the Sheridan. Both of the Sheridans. These weapon squads need their own supply. Let's go and put some more supply in this. Another lav with some airborne. We'll just put them over here and then we can have the weapon squads kind of run in this direction. Just go use that. Okay, nice. Captured this supply as well. We can use that to fix up the airborne. I'm just moving up all the Humvees to the cover there. They might actually shoot my supply, that would be unfortunate. Anyway, airborne can move into cover there. Let's just bomb them if we can. F-35 is available in a little while. It looks like the lab might just have that covered.
Roger, we're on the move. Welcome to the missile age, punks. ACGM carrier, ready for combat. Roger, we're Oscar Mike. It's like a walk in the park. Weapons team standing by. Ready for action. New orders, we lead the assault.
Alright, onwards we go. Relatively clean so far. Let's just make sure that we're continuing to roll up with the grenade launch teams. Make sure we have plenty of defense in position. Tow 2 should be able to take out the Conquest squads quite easily. Let's just smoke that and run across to the left there. Okay, onwards we go. Bringing in another drone is probably a good idea. We have lots of drones available. We also have lots of points available, so I could bomb something again. Haven't really needed to so far. I think honestly the weapon squads is a good shout. Get both of them in with another lav maybe. We are slowly losing our Humvees. Or airborne for the left's fine. Gonna have to jump them out. Have these run away. The airborne's gotta deal with that. Okay. Well, if we can get to the supply, that's absolutely fine. Ooh. Yeah, let's leave the Sheridan down here because we're going to keep getting flanked by these ZGs by the looks of things. Have this one cover our flank as well. I think it's time for an airstrike. We just bomb this infantry. F-35. Boom. Nice. Oh, that's sketchy. I just like hold fire, guys, because we need you to be able to deal with the shellker. Let's just push these forwards at least. One of these units need to come to the left. Both those infantry got killed, couldn't save them. I was trying to get them to use the supply to resupply, because they're technically in combat, they can't resupply. So that's something to always bear in mind. We'll have the Sheridan down there on the flank, although the ZG-23-2 might be able to like penetrate the Sheridan. Oh, the javelin though. Nice.
Target designator, ready. Moving out. Ready for action.
Both of these can come back to this one. We'll just cycle them out. Continue pushing towards that objective. Brilliant.
Lab standing by. Armored cav, ready to roll.
Alright, let's keep sweeping through the barracks. That can obviously fall back. Could take it out with the Sheridan though. There we go. Our drone got destroyed.
We have a building to secure. Establish a base of fire in that building. Lab here, go ahead.
Good.
Lab at your command, sir.
Get the lab to come forwards. That's going to be one of the barracks secure. Good.
The cavalry arrives in that nick of time.
Okay.
Aircraft here at your command. Looking for enemy contact.
Nice.
Lab here. Back up, back up.
I can get it back into cover in time.
Smoke deployed. Driver, move back. I want a base of fire.
Yeah, so I want to get the weapon squads into the buildings near the runway, because I'll be able to deal with the enemy vehicles coming down there then, with the javelins. It looks like I lost my airborne on the right here. Bring in some more troops. We'll go 3 more airborne. Couple grenade launchers. Maybe I could get the mortars in as well, actually. Those would be pretty handy. Just for taking out units like this, spawning the cheeky quad. It's just going to sit there and do loads of damage. Love how the Bushmaster sounds. Very cool.
Lab at your command, sir. Air defense, standing by. Cargo plane here, send mission. One more hit.
Okay. These can hit the cheeky there. The airborne need to get off the runway.
Get your asses in that building. Lab here, we're combat ready.
Okay. We're going to drop supply right on top of this area.
Humvee in combat. Send your order.
Alright, there's the Humvees. Their artillery. I really like how you see the full reload animation. Very, very cool.
Infantry ready for action.
Okay, that will deal with them. Perfect.
Reporting in. Move, shoot, communicate. Establish a base of fire in that building. Battlefield Airmen at your command, sir. Need some heavy firepower?
And we can come across here with the airborne now. These 2 airborne can use that supply and carry on. That's got to leave.
Fighting vehicle reporting
Got supply landed perfectly.
Finger of God. Fire and maneuver. Infantry reporting in. Lab ready for action. Artillery at
Good
your
target
command,
for the
sir.
mortar. This is probably also a good target for the mortars. Although the airborne should deal with them, especially with the Sheridan fire support.
Pedal to the metal. Battery setup here. Rock on,
Okay,
we're
let's have
moving.
those ones go forwards. These ones can stay behind. I'm going to bring in another
Move and secure. Go.
Hercules here. We'll go get the Sheridan in and the Humvee tows if we have space. We do not. Unload that there.
Infantry here, standing by. Lock and load. We're moving. Weapons team at your orders. Lab ready for combat. Sweeping the air.
Nice grenade launcher should make short work of those Motopocotta.
Lab reporting in. Fire and maneuver.
Very nice. Okay, let's capture the main objective.
Infantry
And we'll maybe try and capture that supply.
Armored cab, ready to rumble.
Otherwise,
Move and secure.
the weapon squads need to kind of like move up.
Taking flag. Plane is still up. It's a miracle. Hercules here.
Oh, it is a miracle. Oh, the Shulker almost shot that down.
Direct fire on my mark.
Let's just have these run out of the way.
Your command, sir.
Okay, airstrip secured. Wonderful. Now let's move to a final objective, the command center of the airbase. Because here, we need to finish capturing this base before receiving the counterattack that will surely fall upon us. Commander satellite imagery analysis reveals possible presence of an Su-57, codenamed Felon, stationed on an unknown location in the base. Getting our hands on an intact airframe would be invaluable.
The Air Force is on the ground.
Oh, special tactics team. Where's my Avenger?
Ready for action. Smoke deployed. Infantry ready for combat. Battlefield airmen at your command, sir.
We've actually run out of ammo on the special tactics team.
Take that building.
Most likely position would be in one of the many aircraft shelters, so we'll just throw out a few drones and go and try and find that.
Awaiting orders.
Humvee did the job. Very good.
Ready for action.
Avenger.
Cavalry here.
All of these can just use that supply and then attack back towards the objective. 50 cal should be able to take out the RDM.
Weapons team ready. Special reconnaissance here. Lab standing by.
Nice. Okay, let's
Infantry at your orders.
tell that airborne to head back home. Well, not home, but to the supply.
Need some heavy firepower? Infantry here, we're in combat! Mobile artillery ready. Send mission. Target marked. Direct fire.
Arty that. These are all Su-24s.
Drone is online.
There it is.
Armored cab is on the field. What are you waiting for? Drive!
Visual feed is up.
Oh, we've got to be a bit careful of the
Cab here. Solid copy.
Sapog there.
Out.
Just hit that with a bombing strike.
Proceeding as frag.
Who called the cavalry? Fit for fight, sir. Troops in combat, requesting orders. Infantry reporting in.
Very good.
Here, we're engaged.
We've got a decent amount of time.
Bring us their intentions.
Alright, cool.
Not 10
That's the
infantry here.
barracks secured.
Pushing forward. Shut up and let's
Used
go.
up all that supply. We can use that supply further back if we need to.
Fury is on its way. Infantry here, we are
Once these jump in that building, they should be in range to hit the shulker, so
ready for action.
get those ores on target.
Infantry
Easy
here.
kill. Very nice. Okay.
On the double squad.
With that done, what we can do is leave these kind of spread out a little bit more
Heavy
with the
weapons
grenade
here.
launcher, MG. The rest of the stuff
The cavalry has arrived.
can head back over. We'll just put them in the lab.
I love big guns.
But we might have to leave my Avenger here.
The further they fall. Pedal to the metal.
Yeah, let's bring up some more Avengers because they are definitely using plenty of those helicopters. UZU
Fit for fight, sir.
23 twos.
Go ahead.
Infantry here, standing by.
Okay, good. That's taken care of.
Weapons team, standing by. You like big guns too? Check that building. Infantry reporting in.
Let's just unload the lab over here with the special tactics team. We can load up into this lab as well.
Heavy weapons ready.
Don't know if I need that still to be on the flank there. We'll just leave this one here.
Cav is on the field.
I'll put this one over on the left side.
Move and secure. Go.
Oh,
Defensive smoke.
okay, they've got one on the left side now.
Stealth jet armed and ready.
Okay, my Avengers have come in, so we can use them. Try and clean things up.
The gas. Air defense ready for action. Humvee reporting in.
Perfect.
Already there.
Okay, and what I'll do on the right hand side, we'll drop some supply just behind all these airborne. And all of these, I don't know if the airborne can fit in there, but we can fit the MG team in there.
Infantry at your
Airborne
orders.
can just go for a run.
Armored cav is on the field. Lab at your command, sir.
Establish a base of fire in that
Garden
building.
can come over.
We're combat ready.
Cool.
My eye sees
All these drones might as well shift up a little bit.
Watching war on TV over here. Hercules mission ready.
Combat patrol underway. Moving to contact.
Alright, let's carry on.
Lab
Put our units in position.
Copy that.
Have the lab shoot down the road there.
Operator here. Send mission.
A couple of tulpans. And we'll want to take care of them. We'll bring up another drone.
Copies. I love big guns.
Lab ready. Roger. We're on the move.
Actually just going to unload that here so it can deal with the BRDM.
Infantry at your command, sir.
All things shall be revealed.
Thunderbolts, please.
Roger, flying
It
there.
is time.
Troops in combat.
There's a lot of infantry in there.
Warthog standing
Crikey.
by.
Oh, I didn't
Armored cav here.
get the Su-57. Make sure we complete that side objective.
Heavy weapons here. Copy. We take that building. Troops in combat. Send your orders. Roger. Strafing the area. Inbound.
My gaze pierces cloud and
Corsair's
shadow.
fully incoming. I know you want to see that gun in action.
Oh, the triple kill onto the AA there.
Eye in the
Beautiful.
sky. Drone is on its way.
Yeah, they're sending a group to retrieve it. The Su-57, now that we've found it.
In the nick of time.
Thermals activated. They cannot hide.
Thunderbolt here. Bearing set.
A decent amount of damage there. I could actually do a run, maybe something like
Solid
this.
copy. Diving on target.
Keep the the drone alive though.
Signal clear. Receiving optical feed.
Who called the Guardian Angels?
The cavalry has arrived. Humvee ready. Armored
Right,
cav
both of
ready
these
to roll.
can head over to
Sweeping
the
area.
left hand side here.
I know you want to see that gun in action.
Oh, that's not good.
5x5.
Got hit by the shortcut
That's a
on the right there. He's gonna kill my pilot too.
Roger that.
Ruthless.
Ready for action.
Okay, the pilot survived. For now.
Cavalry here.
I don't think I really have any way to get him out of there.
We got multiple
No, he died anyway to the Sabog.
hit. Operator here.
Yeah, these shulkers are non-stop.
Good copy.
Okay, so let's try and avoid doing that strategy then.
Roger.
Lab ready for action. Lab reporting in. Moving to shooting position.
just get the 50 cal on target, pop them on a Strelky, and then we can just use the main gun to kill the shotgun.
Flat here! We're under fire!
Weapons team at your orders. New orders, advance and secure! They won't see us coming. Roger, move and secure! Infantry here, standing by. Fit for
Okay,
fight,
get
sir.
all these airborne up, get that grenade launch team up.
Communicate! Check
Don't know if the Humvee is going to be that useful, we'll keep that on the
Already there.
runway with the tow. Also bring in some more supply here. So that weapons squad has plenty of javelins to use.
Roger. Moving to next waypoint.
Keep the Avenger a little bit further back. Mortar might as well come over.
Fire and maneuver!
So these are technically like 105 howitzers, I think, on the back of those.
Infantry here.
Alright, airborne can shift into the hangar.
Weapons team standing by.
You have the weapons teams to help out. Special tactics team is really good against enemy infantry, so I can use them in direct engagements pretty well. I think the great thing about the special tactics team is their weapons are getting outrange most of what the Russians have to offer.
Sweeping the area.
You can really use that to your advantage. What is that Hercules
My
doing?
instructions.
Oh, he was already leaving. He just dropped off the supply, didn't he?
Need some heavy firepower. Infantry ready for combat.
Alright, we captured that supply, and we'll just push on to the objective.
Cavalry here. We're ready for action. Ready to rain down death.
Probably going to want to start just tapping these buildings with artillery, so we'll just queue up a few shots there.
Infantry ready for action.
Artillery available, sir.
Don't actually have much supply left on those.
Infantry reporting in. Infantry good to go. Infantry here, standing by. Infantry at your command, sir.
Let's bring in another drone. They do still provide good information even though they're getting shot down. They're really cheap.
Infantry here. Infantry at your orders.
Visual feed is up.
Troops in combat. What are
Ouch.
orders? Infantry reporting in.
And the airborne there getting
Cover.
wrecked a little bit.
Lock and load. We're moving.
No party without
Oh,
party.
hit some
We're on the
supply with that. Right. And these can all just sit on top of that supply. Always the best course of action, but it's fine.
Infantry engaged in combat. Ready
Top
for
off those
action.
airborne, have the others continue forwards,
And destroy.
and we'll get the artillery back on target. So I think we'll go for this unit. We could also bring in a couple of F-35s to do some bombing strikes ahead of us. Might be quicker to do it that way. We'll do a bombing strike there, and we'll do a bombing strike here.
Joint strike fighter at your command, sir.
Just afterburn those,
Stealth here.
use them to leave afterwards.
They won't see me coming.
Fit for flight, sir. The Air Force is
Okay,
on
good.
Infantry ready for
Push,
combat.
lads.
Armored cab. Ready for
Could bring out the armor to the right-hand side here.
Weapons team
Although I think there was a
standing
Sapog sitting on the runway, wasn't there?
by. Get your asses in that building. Infantry ready for action. Lock and load. We're moving.
Mobile artillery
Still a fresh unit there.
Infantry in combat.
Oh, now I'm not sure I can show.
My eye sees all.
Weren't spotting them.
Solid copy. Advance and report. Special tactics team ready. Lock and load. We're moving.
Drone is online. New trajectory set.
providing direct fire.
Troops in combat. What are your orders? Ready for action.
Okay, nice. Let's just run these into the buildings.
Who needs a guardian angel?
We can use that cover to win those engagements.
Direct fire engagement.
Weapons team at your command, sir. Move! Shoot! Communicate!
Alright, that's going to be the objective taken. Perfect.
Infantry at your command, sir. Roger, move and secure.
Ooh, at close range, that recoilless rifle will do some damage. We hold the airbase, but the garrison of Kaliningrad has assembled a large force to retake it. They took their sweet time, but they're coming in force now. We can bring some heavy equipment with the C-17, but we'll only have time for a single delivery, so choose well. Alright, since they are new, we will bring the M10 Bookers. The Abrams would be nice. The Bradleys are probably really strong defensively because of the tows, but the M10s are really cool, so we'll make sure to make good use of those. A really cool video of them landing in, dropping those on for us. Okay, M10s have arrived. Let's just line them up in these tree lines. Get some Humvee TOW2s in. Set up a defensive perimeter, spot them as soon as possible, and unleash air power on them. Okay, sure thing.
Heavy weapons here. Get in that building. Set up a base of fire. Infantry good to go.
Lab reporting in.
Thermals activated. They cannot hide.
You like big guns too?
We'll get the drone to float ahead.
Humvee standing by.
Get the Avenger into position. I see the Mi-35 on the left there. Probably need to... We have 3 Avengers on the map. Where's the other one? There it is.
Humvee awaiting commands.
I love big guns. I want a base of fire in that building. Infantry engaged in combat. Infantry reporting in. Weapons team standing by.
Okay, so we've detected the enemy group. They're not kidding this time. Dozens of tanks and IFVs. Maintain visual on them. Send in the Air Force. Cluster bombs are perfect for damaged vehicles. Once they're immobilized, they're as good as dead. Get another drone, because my other one just got shot down.
Fast landing assistance. What can I
Luckily,
do
these
for you?
drones are somewhat expendable, eh?
Roger. Moving out.
Heavy weapons ready.
Not sure sitting that far up with the weapons squads is a good idea.
Weapons team at your orders.
Bring them back down to here.
Weapons
time.
team ready. We have a building to secure. Infantry here.
Consolidate our forces.
Look alive.
Reinforcements coming from over there. Alright, what have we got access to? The F-15 Strike Eagle. Oh yeah.
Rock up. We're moving.
New grid set. Waypoint updated. That's affirmed. Moving to new grid. Copy.
Okay, so I can actually afford all of these. Just get all of them in.
Trajectory updated.
Eagle mission ready.
We can go something like
Changing course.
this,
Eagle standing
this,
by. Eagle ready.
this,
Time attack confirmed.
and this.
CAS mission confirmed.
Actually, I might want to make that last one go something like this. Oh, I did strafing runs instead of bombing runs. Oops.
Flight plan updated.
Well, that's a bit awkward.
Eagle copies. 5 by 5.
That's very
Eagle
awkward.
Standing by for orders. There's a shit hot over here.
Alright, let's actually do a bombing strike
Attack vector confirmed. Ready
on
to
the way
pick up.
back.
The big bird is in the air. Bomb run confirmed.
Very silly.
Eagle copies. Eagle here. Send
There we
mission.
go.
Over. Eagle here. Munitions on target. Nice.
Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Yeah, that was very silly. I used the bombing or strafing strike, strafing run instead of a bombing run. Let's just stop after burning. Hopefully it can get out. Might run out of fuel. He made it. We're good. Bring up the A10 maybe.
Anti-armor here. Combat patrol
send up the Humvees as well.
We're in the missile age now. Who called the cavalry? Cavalry here.
These Bookers, they do have some active protection, so
Armored cav is on the field.
we're able to face tank the BMP missiles, but maybe not the T-72s.
Reverse. Armored cav ready to roll.
That means we use the strafing run for.
Cavalry here. We're under fire.
Oh, look at that. Tasty strike. Oh, just bring in an F-35, I guess, to bomb the rest of them.
Proceeding as frag. Engage an afterburner.
Fire in maneuver.
Okay. Bookers can just resupply and then head back forwards.
Fighting vehicle ready for combat. Solid copy.
Otherwise, it's job done.
Cav clinching the enemy. ATGM carrier standing by.
These Humvees don't actually have smoke.
Cav here.
Line of coordinates. Rolling on the target area. Coming around now.
Vehicle damage. Requesting maintenance. Humvee reporting in. Lab here. Go ahead.
Panther standing by for target.
Driver, move
Nice
forward.
kill onto the T-72 from the F-35. Have another Thunderbolt to finish things off, so let's just use that. It's really cool to watch them come in and do the job.
Mission received.
Armored Fury is on its way. The cavalry arrives in the nick of time. Cavalry is in combat. Humvee engaged in combat. Who called the cavalry? Cavalry here. Cav is on the field. Cavalry here.
Take a look at that. Pretty cool.
Standing by for target.
Armored Cav.
Just a few infantry left.
Gun sighted down.
Make way.
Run down.
Moving as ordered. Cavalry here. Armored Cav engaged in combat. Armored Cav is on the field. Lab at your command, sir.
It's a lot of supply used up.
Fire in maneuver. Pushing forward. Driving to coordinates. Move and engage. The cavalry has arrived. Armored Cav ready to roll.
Alrighty. Boom. Job done. Very nice. Look at all the wrecks. When we finally got that cluster in, it did really, really well. Brilliant victory, Commander. The noose is tightening around Kaliningrad, and I'm sure they can feel it. Well, there we go. All of the secondary objectives complete. Hard difficulty, KD ratio 4.71. I think, yeah, at the end there, I definitely messed up that puppet strike, but it was very fun. Very, very fun. I think the single player missions in this game are going to be great. I really like the fact they had that sort of like video of the Globemaster landing midway through, kind of increasing the production quality of the campaign a little bit like that. Really, really nice. A lovely Strike Eagle. It's there, and the Sheridans, I mean, the Sheridans were doing fantastic for us throughout that fight. But that is all I have time for today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that mission. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.